As the world spun, so too did the hands of a clock, and the hour struck 6. Iscariot dressed his son in the smallest of tuxes, and placed on his head the most adorable top hat. Iscariot's icy heart had melted, and his mind was like simmering water. He took hands, and once again the two boys were on a drive, but this time away from the city. He sparked the craft to life, and it moved through the air as it cruised into the dark, agrestic roads. The nuclear reaction gave a minatory blush at the corners of the vessel and propelled them towards Fort Nazar. The open roads were not without life. A herd of 100 fiana pranced and grazed in the open snow-covered fields. Some would look up, doe-eyed, as if they saw an apparition floating by in the hours of the early night. Nearly an hour had gone by when they reached Fort Nazar. The star-shaped fort was gargantuan. The base was 250 years old. Entirely made of bricks and stone, Iscariot beheld the majesty and the grandeur in its age. He could feel the battles fought. He could see the bullet holes on the walls of the base. He felt as if he were part of something greater than himself. As he and Hans walked down the stone path to the doors of the assembly building, he could hear the waves of the ocean crashing against the shoreline, and he could smell the salt of the sea in the driftwood as he got nearer to the building. 2 Leon guards stood outside the doorway, dressed in combat attire, and opened the age-old oak doors as they greeted Iscariot. As he entered the ballroom, he had a debonair look and a feeling of confidence within himself. His uniform was dashing, his trousers were golden in colour, his jacket was a rich navy blue with gold buttons lined down the stomach. His left breast pocket was adorned with a palette of medals he had accumulated from the war. Resting on his shoulders were 2 lion paws that held a red cape. It was draped over him and fell down his back. His officer's hat was the same shade as his jacket, lined with red trim, and at its centre was the same roaring golden lion that displayed as a chest piece upon the combat uniforms. The ballroom was beautifully decorated. A red carpet divided the room and stopped as it met the cherry-wood dance floor, where people were socialising. 8 crystal chandeliers hung from the high ceilings, and there were banners along with works of art that hung from the exposed brick walls. At the head of the assembly room was a long table draped in a table banner of the Leon military branch, and sitting upon the raised platform, in the forefront, were the highest-ranking officials of the Leon Corps. Iscariot's seat was just left of centre, and as he and his son walked towards it, Iscariot was greeted by a dear friend. "Isk!" the voice yelled from a distance. Iscariot turned to see who it was and